In this video, Fipdo challenges my transcendental argument and gets annihilated. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. At the end, I'll have a link to the monthly Theist helpline where this conversation occurred. So if you enjoy this video, please make sure to watch the full thing.
But can I also ask why a necessary being isn't involved in physics? In fact, there's only two areas that a necessary being exists: philosophy and then really theology.
Well, I heard earlier from Taco that the necessary being was quantum fields, right?
That is, I'm not sure if he's back, but I will say that...
Would you affirm that?
No, I do not believe that there is a necessary being. And I will... there's a difference in...
Well, I'm surprised you let him run that argument, because quantum fields are it's an observational field from the current system that we're in. So this is just a serious abuse of science, and I think he's trying to run on people's ignorance. Like, it's silly, and you guys should call him out for it.
Sorry,
you probably should tell him, hey, this argument's inconsistent, and somebody who's intelligent...
I was dealing with something on the back end. Sorry about that. So, the universal quantum field is simply a metaphysical extension of quantum field theory.
Okay, really quick, can you identify what a quantum field is?
It's just a field of energy, right? Matter is going to be perturbations of the quantum field, right?
Okay, what does it mean to be a field of energy, though?
It's just the most fundamental form of it, right? Waves of energy, basically. It's waves, right?
Okay, quantum fields are just part of a broader framework called quantum field theory, though.
Right. And the universal quantum field is simply a metaphysical extension of quantum field theory, and it's highly supported by quantum field theory.
Universal quantum field. Are there actual papers on that term specifically?
Maybe.
Universal quantum field?
There's a bunch of metaphysical extensions off of it. I don't know if they call it exactly that.
Okay. Yeah, but it's all dependent on quantum field theory, which is just a theoretical framework that describes the behavior of particles and forces. It's a description of what happens to the physical world. It's not something that's manifested.
Is it not Fipdo?
Wait, what? No, these particles do exist, but that's what quantum field theory is. It's an observational. It's an observational field. It's not substantive.
So Fipdo, the particles are. Oops. So it's
a non-substantive field that you're talking about.
Me. So the particles are simply perturbations of the quantum field. The particles are part of the field.
It's us being able to observe on a quantum level of particles that are there. They're not like on some. They're not in the 17th dimension outside of space-time.
That's not what I'm saying. Because
we're observing them.
I'm saying the most
that's what you're implying. And I heard your debate with the other guy.
Quantum field.
The universal quantum field. Okay, when you say universal quantum field, what is that emphasizing? When you talk about field theory in general, what is it? Is it substantive, or is it a tool of observation?
It's describing real things that exist.
Yeah, real things that exist. Yes. Yeah. Are they physical?
Everything is physical.
So you're a physicalist. So you don't believe that the universe came from a non-substantive, a non-physical, let's just say substantive, but non-physical substance. You believe that it came from a physical substance from eternity past.
From stuff principle, that would be the only assumption we could make, right?
Yeah, stuff from stuff.
So 100% of our observations confirm that everything in existence arises from pre-existing stuff. So
from something.
Spontaneously forms from nothing, right?
So we have different justifiers.
Extending from that, given that all observed phenomena arise from pre-existing stuff, it is highly probable that the current state of the universe followed the same pattern and arose from pre-existing stuff.
Yeah. Well, so I'd agree, except in one fashion. I'm saying that we came from a substance, let's just say a substance that is personable, that is eternal, that is non-physical, something that does not depend on the quantum fields existing.
So my argument proves that false, right?
Wait, why does your argument prove that there is no being such as because what you're saying, what your argument is an argument of conjecture. You're just saying what if. This is an alternative option.
You're gonna fucking deal with my argument, or I'm gonna mute you. So,
quantum fields are physical, by the way. Donald C. in our audience has indicated this.
So, premise one: if the universe exists, it must have a necessary being or principle that explains its existence, right? And so this is going to be grounded in the principle of sufficient reason. Premise two: the universe exists, right? This is just empirical observation. Premise three: the universal quantum field is identified as this necessary being. And as I explained earlier, it is fundamental. It is the self-sustaining reality that underlies all physical phenomena. It is not dependent on anything else for its existence and provides the foundation for existence, matter, energy, and space and time. It fulfills the role described in premise one, the necessary being role.
When you talk about quantum fields, are you talking about a field of observation? Because that is what we're talking about when we talk about quantum fields. It's like looking at a piece of grass, and then it's looking on the quantum level at the same piece of grass.
I very clearly described this to you over and over and told you this. At this point, there's no going forwards if you're not going to engage with the argument.
Let's go forward.
Imagine if
How do you know?
Imagine if I said you claim your God is non-physical, so it doesn't exist, right? Instead of actually engaging and presenting an argument, right?
Yeah.
You would be very disappointed.
Okay, that's a strong. Okay, that's not even my argument against you. I'm not saying quantum fields don't exist. I'm saying
God was non-physical
your argumentation
and does not exist because it's non-physical. What would you say?
I'm sorry. What?
If I said your God is non-physical and does not exist because it's non-physical, what would you say?
That's an assertion. You don't have evidence for non-physical things not existing.
There's not one non-physical thing that can be demonstrated, right? So no. So it would not be an argument from ignorance. You would claim black swan probably, and then I would say provide one non-physical thing, and you couldn't do it, right? And so that's the point I'm making, right? So you're just
I can provide one non-physical thing.
Side and saying something really indecisive. Except my position is actually true, right? So like the quantum fields are physical things that exist. And you're saying, no, they're just mathematical constructs. What I'm saying is they're physical things that exist. They're the underlying
mathematical construct.
Reality. And then the metaphysical extension from that is the universal quantum field, which is also backed by quantum field theory. You're just saying nonsense trying to obfuscate because you can't actually deal with the argument. The universal quantum
mathematical,
field
just a note out.
embodies all
that was a straw man. That was a straw man.
It embodies all the key
Okay, what you said was you asserted if you asked me for
the universal quantum field embodies all the key attributes of necessary beings presented by pretty much every theologian, right? So aseity, the universal quantum field, is self-sustaining, existing by necessity. Eternality, it transcends time, existing eternally without beginning or end. Immutability, the universal quantum field is changeless in its fundamental nature. Simplicity, it is a unified, indivisible reality, not composed of parts. Omnipotence, the universal quantum field is the source of all power and potential within the universe. Omniscience, it contains complete information about the universe, governing all physical phenomena. Omnipresence, the universal quantum field permeates all space and time, ensuring no part of the universe is beyond its influence. Perfect goodness, reflected in the universal quantum field's role in the emergence of life and the harmony of nature. Independence, the universal quantum field is independent, existing without reliance on anything else. Perfection, the universal quantum field is a complete and sufficient explanation that fully explains and sustains the universe. Sorry, that's the explanation.
Wow, man, brother.
I got it.
The minute you mute me, the conversation ends. If you do that again.
I'll mute you if you
I do want you to not. I do want. Okay, well, I would have liked equal respect in that area then. So when we talk about quantum fields, and I'd like to first not have you gish gallop over this. So one thing that you tried to say and get away with was if I asked you for something non-physical, you would not be able to provide it. But I can provide something non-physical. Quantum theory. Quantum field theory. It's non-physical, non-substantive. It's a theoretical. It's a theoretical. What do you call this? Theoretical thought. Essentially, it's a. How should I put it?
Looking for the word abstraction?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you looking for the word abstraction?
No, I'm thinking framework. It's a theoretical framework. That's what quantum field theory is. It's a theoretical framework, meaning it's non-physical. It's completely abstract. And so for you to say that I cannot provide something non-physical is a lie. You just try to say it and get away with it.
So
would you still stand by that?
So I'm an anomalist. I totally disagree with what you're saying there.
Anomalous, meaning
that stuff doesn't exist like you're saying it exists. There's no
concreteness
there's no concreteness to it.
So quantum field theory doesn't exist.
They don't actually exist. Well,
so quantum field theory, the thing that you're trying to justify your whole worldview by, doesn't exist.
Position anymore, I'm going to kick you. You're going to fucking listen. Holy shit, that is so frustrating. How dare you do that? You've strawman my position like 15 times here. That is not okay. If it happens again, you're off the stage. Do you understand me?
No, I understand you, and I agree. We shouldn't strawman each other. We should give equal respect in representing our opponents.
Shut up for a moment. So, a nominalist saying abstract concepts do not exist does not mean mathematics is not a tool that we can use. Do not strawman the position. Again, I was very clear about that, and you strawman my position. How dare you?
So
you've been doing that.
Do the laws of arithmetic exist?
Frustrating. Have a real conversation and stop this deceitful bullshit.
It's not deceitful. I'm saying there are abstract things that are non-physical that do exist, like the laws of arithmetic, which mathematics depends on.
I just addressed that with nominalism.
Okay, so isn't nominalism, isn't that a framework as well? That's abstract, an abstract framework.
I'm not doing all this nonsense. I'm presenting an argument. If you disagree with me, I don't give a fuck at this point. You've been strawmanning me over and over. I'm presenting an argument. Nominalism probably is the case, and that's the position that I hold. And you're just making claims about nonsense. I asked you to demonstrate a non-physical thing that exists. You present.
Get wrecked, nerd. Got fucking dominated, dude.
Absolutely dominated.